It was August 8th, 2007, when Amanda Lewis, a 27-year-old nursing assistant, had just returned from her night shift and collapsed on the couch in exhaustion. Her two young children, Adrianna, 7, and AJ, 6, were engrossed in cartoons on TV. Meanwhile, her 14-year-old stepson, Alan Michael, was still fast asleep. As Amanda dozed off, the kids asked to play outside before going shopping for school supplies later. After a quick shower, Amanda noticed AJ up a tree, but couldn't find Adrianna. Brushing it off, she assumed the little girl must be playing somewhere. Later, Amanda spotted AJ by the pool, reaching into the water frantically. Alarmed, she rushed outside and saw Adrianna floating face down in the pool. Amanda instantly snapped into action and dialed 911. County Fire Chief Charles Corcoran raced to Amanda Lewis's residence as the initial responder. Upon arrival, he found crying Amanda and her 7-year-old daughter in the backyard. Taking charge, Chief Corcoran swiftly took over the life-saving efforts. Despite managing to briefly revive Adrianna's heartbeat, it tragically slipped away. Without wasting more time, Adrianna was airlifted to Bay Medical Center, where doctors valiantly fought for over an hour. Sadly, at 5:05 p.m., the young girl was pronounced dead. The scene where Adrianna was discovered appeared to be a potential accident waiting to occur. The toy wagon was positioned closely to the pool, with a child's bicycle resting just a foot away. These significant details were meticulously documented as investigators pieced together the perplexing puzzle. Chief Corcoran strongly believed that Adrianna had used the toy wagon to scale the pool wall, leading to an accidental fall. It was possible that she had struck her head on either the wagon or the bicycle, rendering her unconscious before tragically drowning. EMS witnessed Amanda in a state of shock and distress, emotions any mother would feel in such a traumatic situation. However, the hospital staff had a different perspective on Amanda. One of the attending doctors, who was taking care of Adrianna, approached Amanda in the waiting room to provide updates on her daughter's condition. Instead of inquiring about Adrianna, Amanda asked the doctor to explain the vending machines. The doctor couldn't forget the encounter. Amanda's behavior remained oddly nonchalant. Observers in the waiting room also noticed this unusual response. When the doctor returned an hour later with the heartbreaking news of Adrianna's passing, Amanda still displayed no emotion. Amanda visited Adrianna's room and gently stroked her daughter's hair, kissed her forehead tenderly, and left. Just 3 hours after Adrianna's death, the police arrived at the hospital looking for Amanda Lewis to ask questions related to the incident.
Did they eat lunch or anything, or breakfast or any of that, or?
Well, when I got home this morning, Adrianna said that she had thrown up, and there was some in her bed. There was a little throw up in her bed, and she had threw up one more time, and I asked her, was her stomach hurting? Last night we had some chili cheese hamburger helper, and I didn't know if maybe that made her sick. And she said she wasn't feeling good, but, she didn't want anything to eat.
Adrianna had been sick several times before her tragic passing. The detectives changed their focus to investigate whether swimming had been part of the day's activities.
Did you say, earlier when we were up there, I thought you had told me that they said they wanted to get in the pool?
Yeah, first thing this morning they wanted to get in the pool and go swimming. Mm-hmm. And I told them to let me take my nap, and then we'd talk about it. And I asked them, I said, well, do you want to swim in the pool, or do you want to go get your school stuff? And they wanted to go get their school stuff. But then when I asked him what she was doing, he said she was cleaning the bugs out of the pool so we could go swimming.
Amanda shared with the detectives about Adrianna's struggles with ADHD, which caused her to have difficulty concentrating on one thing. That day, her interest shifted from swimming to shopping for school supplies and back to swimming again. After an hour of waking up, showering, and doing some laundry, Amanda was surprised when AJ showed up at the front door, saying that Adrianna wanted to clear the bugs from the pool for a swim. Amanda decided to go outside and check on Adrianna herself. The detective, getting straight to the point, asked Amanda Lewis what really happened at the pool.
When you went out and found Adrianna, how was she in the water?
She was face down in the water.
Was she on top of the water or below the water? Or?
She was on top of the water.
Could Adrianna not stand up in the pool? The above-ground pool was an Intex brand Sand and Surf Easy Set model. Unfolded 18 feet wide, 4 feet deep, with Adrianna standing at approximately 47 inches tall. The water level was measured at 32 to 35 inches. If she fell in, why didn't she just stand up? To make things more confusing, Amanda mentioned that Adrianna was actually afraid of water. This raised the question, if she was scared of water, why was she leaning over the pool's edge and trying to fish out bugs in the first place? Amanda's boyfriend and other witnesses confirmed the fact that Adrianna, despite her fear, had previously swum in the pool, but always in the presence of an adult. The investigators meticulously examined every aspect of the pool site. They uncovered child shoe prints inside a red wagon, which was found wedged against the pool, indicating playful activities. Moreover, the considerable overflow of water from the pool confirmed the effectiveness of the recovery effort after Adrianna's fall.
Prosecutor Larry Bassford was immediately disturbed by the crime scene photos.
When you looked in AJ and Adrianna's room, it was just barren. And then I got to looking, and everywhere I looked, I didn't see what I was looking for.
The absence of children's toys in the home was glaring, with only a wagon, AJ's toy gun, and a bicycle near the pool. Adrianna and AJ's bedroom was stark, with a bare bunk bed, mattresses without sheets, and a lingering urine smell. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Amanda Lewis uncovered another layer of the story.
You said she had some behavioral problems. Had she had any recently?
Since he changed her medicine and put her on Focalin, she's been doing, a lot better. Before, she wouldn't listen to anything, and she was getting in trouble at school. They were having to call me almost every day.
Dealing with ADHD, Adrianna had just started taking Focalin. However, she had missed her dose on that fateful day. During the interview, detectives honed in on a crucial question. Did Amanda really perform CPR on Adrianna upon finding her lifeless in the pool? Chief Corcoran, the first responder, later stated that when he arrived, Amanda was not performing any life-saving actions for her daughter. She was simply kneeling beside her. During the interrogation, detectives questioned Amanda about the bruises discovered on Adrianna's body.
Had she had any bruises?
Well, little ones on her legs, and I think she had one on her left arm or her right arm where her and AJ would fight. But other than that, she didn't have any.
As the interview neared its end, a shocking revelation shook the room. The investigators revealed that they knew Adrianna was not Amanda's first child to experience a tragic and mysterious death. Her first child, 16-month-old Alex, had passed away due to a seizure disorder. Alex had died in his sleep after a seizure. While initially considered accidental, the circumstances surrounding his death were now raising suspicions. It wasn't simply the lack of toys, the concerning red flags from Alex's history, or the possible signs of neglect. The game changer came in the form of a key witness, someone who claimed to have seen it all unfold. 6-year-old AJ had already spoken to the authorities right after Adrianna was airlifted to Bay Medical. While Adrianna was being hurried to the hospital, Amanda Lewis's mother arrived at the scene and took temporary custody of AJ. During the car ride to the grandparents' house, AJ disclosed something to his grandmother that left her in shock. As soon as they reached home, AJ's grandmother dialed the sheriff, reporting that AJ had just revealed disturbing information. AJ's interview, conducted just 4 hours after the incident on August 8, 2007, provided a bone-chilling reenactment of what had transpired.
Who threw her in the pool?
My mama.
Mama threw who in the pool?
My sister, Adrianna. So AJ screamed, AJ, AJ, call the police. My sister, she wetted me and sprayed something that made everything smell good. And she didn't do this, she done the stuff that she didn't supposed to, so my mama got mad at her. So she threw her in the pool.
In their quest for answers, investigators delved into AJ's daily life activities. They hoped that by understanding his current living situation, they could shed light on the events that unfolded that day. He went on to explain that whenever he behaved well, he was rewarded with the privilege of sleeping in the living room. However, if he got into trouble, his sleeping arrangements would be shifted to the shared bedroom with his sister for the entire day. Adding an intriguing twist to the tale, AJ revealed that neither he nor Adrianna had eaten breakfast that day. Despite his young age of only 6 years old, He displayed a remarkable awareness of his mother's work schedule, remembering specific days and times. He claimed that his mother dunked Adrianna underwater because she first misbehaved and then ignored their mother's punishment of being grounded and started scooping bugs. The revelation made by AJ left a chilling implication in the air. It made people wonder if Amanda's actions were driven by anger or if she saw it as a form of punishment. As Amanda remained oblivious to the developments at Bay Medical Center, the gravity of the situation slowly started to sink in. It wasn't until her second interview with law enforcement on August 9, 2007, that she would come face to face with AJ's revelation.
I don't know how to put this, but he seems to believe that you grounded her.
Well, I don't know why he would think that. I mean, I wasn't even out there. I was in the house.
During the interview, the detective wanted to know the reasonable explanation for the bruises found on Adrianna's face and forehead. She said that the bruises were a result of the children's frequent fights and casually mentioned a neighbor who occasionally visited, but the detective ruled out this person as a suspect after the investigation. Amanda willingly agreed to take a polygraph test, which she passed. However, the results couldn't be used as evidence in court. Later, Adrianna's autopsy report confirmed that she had drowned, ruling her death as a homicide. The investigation continued for about a month until Amanda Lewis was arrested and officially charged with aggravated child abuse and first-degree murder in relation to Adrianna's death. The trial began in February 2008, and Amanda was offered a plea deal for 10 years in prison if she pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Surprisingly, Amanda rejected the deal because she maintained her innocence. The defense argued that the tragic incident was merely an accident, highlighting that Adrianna slipped while cleaning the pool. On the day of the incident, only 6-year-old AJ Hutto, Amanda Lewis, and 14-year-old Alan Michael were present. Alan Michael, who was showering inside the house, mentioned in a previous police interview that he did not hear Amanda scolding the children that day. He also stated that he had never witnessed any physical abuse from Amanda before. The jury faced a difficult task in determining Amanda Lewis's guilt due to the conflicting accounts and the high emotional stakes of the case.
Would you tell us your name?
Andrew Hutto.
How old are you?
7.
Did you have a birthday a few months ago?
Yes, so.
When was that?
November 22nd.
When AJ was questioned during his testimony, he was asked about his mother's presence in the courtroom. In response, AJ firmly stated that she was not present. As the lead prosecutor scanned the courtroom, he pointed out different faces to AJ, some familiar, others complete strangers. But it was when he directed AJ's attention toward his mother, Amanda Lewis, sitting right in front of him, that the weight of the situation hit the young boy like a tidal wave. Overwhelmed with emotion, AJ couldn't hold back his tears, and the entire courtroom bore witness to this heart-wrenching moment. During the questioning, the prosecutor delicately approached the crude drawing AJ had made during his initial interview with the detectives. With a gentle tone, he asked AJ to describe the events depicted in the drawing, prompting the young boy to recount the tragic incident involving his sister.
Tell me, AJ, what is this right here?
My pool.
Your pool?
Yes, so.
The one that was in this picture that we just saw a few minutes ago?
Yes, so.
All right. And who is this right here?
Me.
What is this right here?
A tree.
Were you playing in the tree or around a tree?
In the tree.
In the tree. Okay.
So.
Then came the question of who was with Adrianna by the pool, leading the prosecutor to recreate the crime scene. While AJ's recollection was surprisingly detailed for his age, there were still noticeable gaps and uncertainties in his story.
Where was your sister when you were there? Where was your mama when you were there? Is that when she did this? Is that the reason you're drawing this?
Yes, so.
All right. After this happened to your sister, what did your mama do?
I can't remember.
Could you hear Adrianna when this was happening to her?
Yes, so.
When that was happening to her, you could hear her?
Yes, so.
What was she saying?
I can't remember.
All right.
The defense honed in on these uncertainties, underscoring the potential risks of relying on a child witness. As AJ exited the witness stand, he offered a smile and a wave to his mother, a poignant moment that underscored the gravity of the situation for the court, legal teams, and the jury. After deliberating for 2 hours, the jury reached a verdict. Amanda Lewis was found guilty of first-degree murder and aggravated child abuse. This marked the end of the trial and the beginning of legal consequences for Amanda, who now faced the prospect of a lengthy prison sentence. In March of the same year, she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. This controversial case continued to spark debate, with supporters of Amanda claiming that she was wrongfully convicted. Some questioned the reliability of a 7-year-old's testimony in a murder case. In 2010, Amanda filed an appeal, but it was unsuccessful and her conviction remained. Despite maintaining her innocence, the community remained divided.
AJ's been adopted. You didn't know that?
No.